Earl Nesbitt, chairperson of the Alligator Citizen Association.
Junior Wright, PRO, Alligator Citizen Association.
Tell us about the issue that we're facing here today.
The issue we're facing here today is we have a situation where we have a lot of stagnant water, and it's causing a lot of issue to us with the mosquitoes, and persons are unable to access their premises in a tangible way.
So what is the cause? How long has this been happening? And what have you guys reported the matter? What is being done?
Well, it's happening over a period of time, and
When you say a period of time, how long?
couple of years, and since the inception of the Citizen Association and the activeness, we decided to take it up in hand, to highlight it. We call it, the MP came down here and he spoke in Parliament about it. So we need some assistance now to get rid of this water, as you can see over here, because there's this is more than dengue, bigger than dengue, because you have pits, soakaway pits, sewage pit, where the water is creeping into. So there can be bigger things than just the dengue. So we need assistance to really cut the drain across the road here to let the water go.
I'm standing here right now, and the odor that is coming from it right now, it's pretty bad. How do you guys deal with this?
Well, when you come 1 o'clock, it's what you are smelling here is smelling good to that time of the night. I don't know what store up that time of the night.
So any representatives from the Ministry of Health, has anybody came by to say anything?
We have spoken to persons from, we spoke to a rep from JET, and we had a meeting, we had a site visit yesterday. We spoke to, as I said, we spoke to the MP about it, and he deliberated on that in Parliament. We are in the process now of sending off a letter to NEPA to see what kind of permit we would need, or permission we would need to seek some assistance to so that we can cut a drain, so it can drain the whole area.
Yeah, well, we have personnel from the health department. But right as we speak here, there's a bunch of people, personnel from the health department, Manchester Health Department. They are here, and time they send persons down here. But what actually happened, I don't know if they are not speaking to the right person or if they have spoken to anyone. But we are not getting any feedback or any tangible reason. So we decide to just take it a bit further, because we need to get this thing over.
My name is Beryl Sinclair. I'm living in Alligator Pond, and I'm telling you, the swamp have been full up now, and I tell you, it be so rough because more time you have a smell coming after the swamp, and when the scent come around, it come like it into your house. It come in like it into your house, and it don't good for no mankind, not even the children them, because this, if we don't get assistance right about now, it's not gonna pretty at Alligator Pond, because anyway now we can have dengue mosquito going around and lots of children living around here. So please, I'm asking you for a little assistance with this swamp. Thank you.
I was down here with the mosquito eradication program when I found out about this swamp behind me here, and I spoke out, and I was not satisfied with what had happened after. So I called somebody, got somebody to come down here to interview the people to see what was happening. And my issue here is about the dengue, what is going on with the little children. And I spoke with a few residents who showed me what is happening, and we went together to the swamp. And then, because I was speaking out against it, I was kind of misplaced. I was not called back, as I know. Was told that I did not do any training, and I know it's not only that, it's politically motivated. So I'm here with CVM and the BOJ group, and I'm giving an interview now, and I have other people around the road that has just spoken with them about the same thing. And I mean, we need something to be done about it. It must be highlighted. Our MP is Mr. Michael Stewart, and the councillor is Mr. Dalton Brown. Ministry of Health is also here, and I don't know what is happening with them today, but they are also in the area, and I am willing to stand up and speak with people for this, because what is happening is not correct, because dengue is a killer, and I know it can kill little children, older people, me myself, so I have to speak out about it. I know we can put a stop to this, and I think Ministry of Health should do something more than just throwing something in the drums, because that can't kill the mosquitoes. The fogging is not helping any situation, and we need something more to be done. Thank you.
Cross, the Chief Public Health Inspector for Manchester. The purpose of us being here today is in response to the dengue outbreak across the island, and of course, you know, Manchester is not spared. What we recognize is that we have to be going into the different communities, and Alligator Pond is one such community. Alligator Pond is among our high-risk communities, and that is so because of the solid waste, improper solid waste management, the fact that persons have to be storing water, and now that we're seeing so many ponding taking place in the community. And of course, you know, when you have water that is sitting down, it gives rise to the breeding of mosquito. And as it is now, the mosquito is what actually transmit the dengue virus as it is now. However, one thing I want to let persons understand, especially in this community, that though we have this large body of water, this is not necessarily the source for the dengue, the Aedes aegypti mosquito. However, there are other environmental factors, or there are other environmental issues that can arise from this, because one, there is the issue of excreta management, because now that you have this water here, what is happening, it would have eroded the excreta disposal system in the individual homes, and therefore it can also, as a result of that, it can transmit diseases such as GE, that's gastroenteritis, among other diseases that can be transmitted through the water source that we have here. One other thing that we might have to do, and this is urgent because we never recognized that the magnitude of this was so great, and the amount of persons that it will impact, what we will have to do is to do a multi-stakeholder collaboration where we're going to have to get like National Work Agency on board. We're going to have to get NSWMA, that's the National Solid Waste Management. We're going to have to get the municipal corporation. We're going to have to get the Member of Parliament on board, and of course including the Ministry of Health, to see how best we can tackle this, and NEPA as well. The first thing that we'll have to do here is to try to figure out, because what the Ministry of Health had done, we went ahead and tried to procure material so that we could treat these large bodies of water for mosquito. But because it is beyond mosquito, now we have to really have all hands on board. So We have to really do this partnering, and also the residents, because they are key in all of this. They know how, the topography and so forth, so they can assist us and guide us into the best way possible to really reduce this situation that exists here. I am concerned, and really concerned, because we are still having rains. We are still in the rainy season. We are not outside of that. And as a result of that, with this happening now, sooner or later we might have to even evacuate persons. Who knows? Because if the water continue to be like this and we continue to have the rain, then persons might be flooded out, or their excreta system cannot be utilized. That's their bathroom and so forth as a result of that. We are asking the residents also to ensure that they stay away from the body of water, especially the children, because there is the likelihood that it can facilitate the transmission of some sort of disease or another. Whilst it might not be a risk to dengue, but it may create a risk to something else. And we are really asking persons just to stay away from it. But whilst we're doing that, we will make the contact. We will try to get the collaboration going on so that we can have this situation resolved, or even if it's not resolved, but at least control. Whilst that is happening, we will still try to treat the water for mosquito, even though it might not be the Aedes aegypti, but we will still put some measures in place to reduce the breeding of any mosquito at all. Thank you very much.